Bam. Yeah, that's me. That's always me. Always will be. Always going to be. How's it going, guys? Token Vaping. So today's juice review is an actual update to a flavor that I've already done, and there have been a little tweaks and changes made to this. And I'm such a huge fan of this line and the gentleman behind this that he wanted to make sure that I had an opportunity to try the newer version of this just to see if it how much of a difference it makes overall as far as of a flavor and for the benefits that they're trying to promote through this. Now, if you watch my previous video, and once I get to the name and everything and show you the bottle, you'll know which video I'm talking about. But if you watch my previous video of the original flavor of this, you'll get the whole backstory, you'll get all the behind the scenes information that I normally try to include into the video. So I don't want to refocus too much on stuff that I've already touched base on. However, I do need to reiterate one particular point about the company and the man behind the company. When you think of a crusader, when you think of somebody who tirelessly goes to bat for something that they believe in 100% without a doubt and pours everything about them into whatever it is that they're devoting their time, passion, and dedication to. This is somebody that absolutely personifies that image, that dedication, that definition, that picture of what people would take as a specific crusader. The person that I'm talking about is Billy behind Elixir Vape Co. If you have ever, now I haven't had a chance to get to the line as of yet. It will be done shortly, but anybody who follows social media, anybody who vapes, anybody that keeps tabs on what's going on, I know you have all seen these bottles. You have seen this line. This is Billy's line. It is the Elixir Vape Company. And the main focal point to what makes him him is the passion and drive that he has to not only enhance and better vaping for everybody across the board, but to try to find a more healthier, more beneficial alternative to vaping with nicotine. Because obviously, as everybody knows, the whole FDA thing has basically passed. It has gone through as far as putting a lot more rules and tightening the grip on the vaping community as a whole. What he and his company and his people are trying to do is find something else to be used in place of nicotine that still benefits your body, still gives you an extra feel, still makes you feel like you're getting something from your vaping, but to take out anything that they can classify as tobacco, as nicotine, as anything to do with that, because then it can't be classified as that because it doesn't have anything in it that they say makes it a tobacco product. What they've come up with, and this is with the help of an ISO lab that they use, this is with the help of an herbologist, this is with the help of doctors, with anybody that he feels is beneficial and important to be able to input into this to make sure that everything is legit, everything is backed by facts, factual information, testing, trial and error, quality control, all of that. What they have come up with is something called Alterna. And what this is it's an herbal nicotine alternative, Alterna. It helps offset nicotine effects with a boost of energy and support for detox, mood, and appetite. Basically, it's an all-natural version and answer to nicotine, but it goes into a 0 milligram vape juice, and basically, it gives your body more beneficial effects. It helps your body get better. It helps your body get more well. It helps your body get more energetic. It helps your body basically self-heal itself from whatever you really want to say is going on with it, as far as if you want to argue it as nicotine dependency, if you want to argue it as sluggishness, having trouble with sleep. That his line is basically based on that. There's breathe, awake, there's energy, things like that. It's all meant to be an all natural boost to your immune system, to your body, to your insides, to your spirit, to whatever you want to chalk it up to. The main goal that he's trying to put out there is that there is a better option if you're willing to take the chance. Now, as a whole in society, and I don't mean to go on a ramble and tangent about this, because this isn't a soapbox thing. This is about the vape itself. But as a whole, society is skeptical to change. It happens all the time. You see it in all walks of life. That's where we all need to come together and be willing to try something different if we are as passionate about vaping as not only Billy is, but as we say we are. You hear people all the time say, oh, well, why can't they just leave us vapors alone? Why can't we just vape on our own? If we truly believe that, and we truly mean that, this is something we all need to be participating in, supporting, investigating, looking into, helping. Anybody that makes juice, any big time company that makes juice, if you're wanting and more concerned about putting quality vape out there for people to be able to use, this is something you seriously should look into, because this will help, one, an actual much better alternative to vaping with nicotine, and two, it'll also help get you out of the shroud of tobacco product label. But he never rests. He doesn't stop. He travels all over the place, talking face to face with people, not just on the phone, not through emails, but face to face, so they can see that he's legit. They see he's for real. They see that he's done his homework, that this isn't just something he's playing around with. This is his passion. This is his life. And this is one of the reasons why I have so much respect for this man. And this is one reason why I support this option so much. Now, if you've watched my previous video, the name of the flavor is Beatnik. This is the flavor that they are using as an example to show what alternate in a vape juice feels like. This is a Rhubarb Strawberry, and it basically says featuring Alterna. The bottle is pretty much exactly the same. It's safety sealed. There's the name of the flavor, or the name of the brand for Beatnik. It's the specific flavor that they're using as the Alterna example. It's a Rhubarb Strawberry. Now, if you did watch my previous video, my main issue with the Rhubarb Strawberry was that the rhubarb aspect of it was really, really strong, and the strawberry was very, very subtle. This newer version hopefully will fit a bit better. According to Billy, they've upped the strawberry a bit more and lowered the rhubarb, so it's not so harsh. Rhubarb, it's basically it looks like a celery, but it's red. The stalk is used in all sorts of different types of foods, mainly pies, things like that. The leaves you can't really eat because they can be classified as poisonous, but it does have a very strong tart bite to it. So the original version of this flavor did kind of actually personify that, and the rhubarb aspect was really, really, really strong. So we're going to bust this open right now. This is a first vape first review. As I said, I am kind of trailing off in this video, but it's because the belief and the passion is there. You have to want to make this work if we want vaping to be considered a standalone, if we believe in it as much as we all claim we do. So I'm going to bust this open. It is on a fresh wick, as always, and as I must, Texas Tough Cotton all day, every day. It works really well for me. It's easy to work with, and it definitely is not as strong on the cottony flavor on a first vape, especially, as a lot of other cottons are. So, Texas Tough Cotton on Instagram. Broke the seal. Gonna bust this open. Okay, and already off the smell, I can definitely smell a difference. The original one had a strong, almost potpourri type odor to it, but the rhubarb definitely popped a lot more. This actually has a much creamier herbal type of flavor to this. It actually has a more soothing odor to it than the original one did. And I actually kind of smell the strawberry a bit more on the tail end of the inhale. So that already shows me that there is a definite difference to this. Now, we're going to go ahead and vape this, and we're going to see if there is a difference and see how much the alternate pops. Now, again, I don't try to impose my opinion on anybody. I don't try to force it on anybody, but I will tell you this. Even if you're not a fan of rhubarb, even if you're not a fan of strawberry, even if you're not a fan of, energy style vapes, one thing you should at least consider and take seriously is if there's an option out there that can help vaping as a whole across the board, and it means the taking out nicotine, everybody should at least be willing to try it. That's all we're trying to do. You know, is it is an alternative. It is a possible alternative, and it is a very real alternative. But if nobody's willing to give it a chance, it's not going to go anywhere. And that's going to be a shame, because then we're basically defeating ourselves before we even get started. So, all I'm trying to do is just give a little bit more insight to this, my point of view of it, my understanding of it, and hopefully that somebody else will at least look at it and say, hey, you know what? Maybe it's worth giving a shot. So I'm going to go ahead and cap this up, and we're going to hit this vape. And as always, I am at, right there, 75 watts. And this is the new version of Beatnik, the Rhubarb Strawberry with Alterna in it. Wow. Okay, there is definitely a difference to this. Compared to the first version when I tried this, there is an absolute definite change in this flavor. The rhubarb definitely has been toned down, and I will say honestly, compared to what I remember of the first vape on it, on the original version, the rhubarb has been toned down quite a bit, actually. The strawberry has been enhanced. Again, I don't think it's meant to be a super strong center stage flavor in your face. However, I do taste it a lot more in this version than I did in the second one. In the first one, sorry. I do taste it more in the second version. The undertone of the creaminess that I got out of the first one is still somewhat there, but it has been, I feel like it's been toned down just a very slight bit because it doesn't have as creaminess. Now, where the enhancement comes in that I feel, it's the pop feeling of the Alterna. Now, Alterna, you can basically order it in a 10% or 15% Alterna in the vape flavor. So that's definitely going to be like the Nick level option. When you mix it into a 0 milligram juice, you're going to basically want either 10% or 15%. Now, the reasoning why, or I feel the main reason why that there's not going to be a huge range of it, like a 3, 6, 12, etc., because it's not about the nicotine aspect. It's not about how much nicotine to cram in. There's 5 or 6 different herbs that are mixed properly by an herbologist that accent and complement each other and the benefits to where the whole vape of it is supposed to give your entire body a true beneficial effect from the vape. It's not about how much excess you get out of it. It's about what benefits you can get out of this. That's the point of Alterna, is to make you feel better, to help with the vape aspect, but to clean out anything that is technically negative for vaping. Straight up right now from the heart, compared to the first version, this is by far much better. It's definitely smoother. It's a lot more enjoyable. But you actually feel it more. It doesn't have as strong of a potpourri type taste as I had stated in the first one. It doesn't have a funny, flowery, herbal type flavor to it. You do taste the rhubarb, you do taste the strawberry, you get a slight cream, and then you get that energy pop. And it basically feels, I don't want to put it in the same class because it is all natural, but it's almost the same type of feel you get if you pop like an energy drink or something. That quick hit to your system, and it just wakes you up and says, "Hey, there's something here. Guess what? I'm good." But it's the natural way to do it. It definitely has that pop to it. On top of that, I can almost promise you, no matter how many flavors of vapes that you have tried, This is going to be one of the most unique ones that you try because the taste is not specific. There isn't any one particular thing about it that pops enough in your mouth that you're going to be like, that's what it is. That's just like this. That's just like this. There is nothing like this on the market right now. And we are trying to, or I apologize, Billy is trying to make it so that this is available to everybody because that's how much he believes in this. That's how much he wants everybody to benefit in that. It's clean. It's smooth. You feel more and more alive, basically. You feel more energetic. You feel more enhanced. You feel more enjoyable with it. Now, if you're used to a high level nicotine, it's definitely going to take a little bit of getting used to, and it's definitely going to be something that you may not be ready to give up right away. But it's not because you have to have the nicotine. It's because that's what we've been using as a crutch, basically. Guys, I'm telling you, I don't want to sound like a promo ad. I don't want to sound like an infomercial. But check out elixir-vape.com. Check out Elixir Billy's Facebook page, his Instagram page. Reach out to him, email him. He never ever will say no to you. He will never ever not take a moment to talk to you and talk shop about vaping, the points of the herbal advantages to this, the reason why alternatives should be in more juices than not. Definitely reach out to him, talk to him. If you spend a few minutes and actually talk with the man, you will understand that, and you will actually start seeing the positiveness that this can have, especially if you're a part of a juice company. It's definitely worth giving a shot. It's definitely worth at least looking into. Billy, thank you so much, not just for the opportunity to try this, not just for the opportunity to do a review on your line, but for the undying passion and dedication that you continuously put into your crusade for vaping and the right to vape and the right to vape a more healthier version through Alterna, basically. Guys, definitely give this a chance. Give this a try. Take a look at the pages. Talk to people who know him. If you know people that he sponsors. If you talk to people that work for him, talk to them. Just give it a consideration. But as always, I'm Token Vaping. I'm here on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Pinterest. Definitely anything that I can do to help further enhance your vaping experience and enhance it for the better, I absolutely will do. Hit me up, let me know. I will do everything in my power to do so. Until next time, always remember, vape on, vape strong, and have a good night.